Don't forget to go down in the description below to check out all the discounts and reductions and special offers available for different softwares. Thank you. Nik Collection 7 Analog FX DxO FilmPack 7, and finally the Dehancer photo. They all share one common goal is to provide a film look to your image. Now, this is the original look anyways, just to make sure that they all look exactly the same. Now, that's a common thing, but still, when we are looking for the software, such as all three of them, we have this objective or kind of confusion in order to choose the right software, or let's say the best one possible. Today we're going to take a quick look at the similarities and the difference between all three. Now, similarities, as I said, they all provide you the film look that you're looking for. But it kind of stops there, because as you can see in Nik Collection currently, when you're looking for the film look, let's say you want to provide Portra, Kodak Portra, or any other film stock, Ilford or Fuji, you don't necessarily have the choice. You have this camera kit, for example, and then you have these categories, or let's say a set of look that you're looking for. If we go to the classic camera, and then if you click the camera, you have this presets at the bottom when you click it, and the moment you click on this preset, immediately, it takes some time, immediately you have the preset already been applied. That's before, that after. But problem, I wouldn't say problem, I shouldn't use the word problem, I should use my languages carefully. The difference is it's that you don't have the choice all the time in order to apply, let's say, a certain look of Kodak Portra, as I said, or Kodak Chrome, or Ilford or Agfa, etc. It provides you the tools such as in camera kit, where if you click all Nik, and if you got the bottom, it gives you all the film stuff such as bokeh, generally speaking, dirt and scratches, the film type, frames, lens distortion, curves, light leaks, because obviously back in the day we used to have light leaks in the cameras, photo plate, all that. Let's take a look at the film type. So film type is not necessarily like Ilford, for example. It's generally a sort of look, either cool or black and white neutral, subtle, and all that. It doesn't necessarily give you the exact look of certain film stock like the other one does. Now, you also have probably a lot more than that in other softwares. Even when you go for the dirt and scratches, it just gives you kind of like a layover on the top. Now, this stops there, and it works as a separate a standalone software, or as a plugin for Photoshop, Lightroom, Affinity Photo. Now, if we head on to DxO FilmPack, which is also by DxO, just like the Analog FX. However, the benefit of this one is that when you have the exact same photo, you get to choose the specific film look, whether or not it's Adox or Agfa or Fujifilm or Kodak, Ilford, you name it. In this case, we're going to use Kodak Ektar 100. And immediately on the left-hand side, it will also give you the explanation and the history. And obviously, on top of that, it will allow you to even customize that very specific filter. Let's take a look before and after, before and after. Then of course at the bottom you can always change or modify the look even more if you want to. And also if you have DxO Photolab, it works simultaneously, unlike the analog EFEX. It literally integrates in it. Otherwise you can use it separately as a standalone. You can do batch processing and all that. Now so this is more similar to the Dehancer, which does exact same thing. In this case I'm using the Kodak Ektar 100, and let's see how does it work. So as I said, I use the Kodak Ektar 100, which is the preset, same preset as the DxO FilmPack one, but strangely they are not exactly the same, because that's the original and that's after applying the look. Strangely though, when you go to Dehancer, you can clearly see there is a big change, right? Kind of like a bluish look. Hard to say. Let's say before and after again. Before and after. When you zoom in, it has grain and all that. It does definitely look like a film where the difference here is very, very subtle, apart from the exposure, but that's fine. We can fix it later. Let's try another one. In this case, probably another famous, I would say, famous look. Probably the Kodak T-Max is a common popular film stock, or Tri-X, Kodak Tri-X. That's a popular film look. Now, if we go to Dehancer, and if we try Kodak Tri-X, if they have one, because that's also important. Give me a second. If I have any of those Kodak Tri-X, strangely they don't have any Kodak Tri-X in the list. Give me some more time. Black and white. And then if I go to the list, no, they don't have any Kodak Tri-X. So let's try Fuji Acros. So you have the Fuji Acros here. And then if I go back in this list and filter, black and white, and there you go. So here the DxO gives you Fuji Acros 100. That's their version. I don't know if I can close my sidebar here because I don't need it. And then you have the Dehancer version of the new Fuji Acros 100. So they're pretty much different, but of course it makes sense because in the world of film photography you can have different developer chemicals. You may have different result even if you use exact same film, but a different temperature for the development chemicals, different time for the process, different everything matters. Your exposure, pushing and pulling, which is here, because both software shares one common thing, which is this one. If you go here, you see that the classic push and pull. That's very, very important. Now if you pull or push, it changed dramatically. Where same goes here. Like if you come here and then if you go to customize and go all the way top, you have all the changes like this: intensity, grain, amount of grain, split tuning, then of course the basic, all the necessary stuff. So they both don't have exactly the same tool, but they both share one common goal: specific film look of a brand, and then from there you can use your curve or whatever necessary to get the specific type of grain. In this case here you have this grain. Take a look. It's a nice beautiful grain, which is amazing. So Summary is that Dehancer and the FilmPack share exact same goal, but they don't exactly have exact same tools or all the film stocks. But majority one, you should have it. Problem with the Dehancer that it does not work independently. It works as a plugin, where FilmPack works as a plugin for Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, or Affinity Photo. Also with simultaneously and very smoothly works with Photolab. That's what I wanted to say. And analog effects, on the other hand, is not necessarily gives you this specific look. It only provides you the tool to create your own film looks. Now, if you're really good at it and you are experienced on the specific stock, you can create your own to match the other two, where I mean you have more creative choices obviously to create your own look. But here you can use all the film stocks as a baseline, then you can modify it based on your choice. So I hope I explained all three for you as much as I possibly could, and hopefully that will help you to make the right decisions. Take care of yourself and bye bye. Alright, before we start this video, first of all, I would like to say that I speak and explain things very slowly, and that might be a problematic for you if you're looking for a video that is very fast paced. But in my point of view, it doesn't really work because, when I have to explain the tools and the techniques, you can, you know, catch the explanation and understand the explanation very well when somebody speaks very slowly. That's just my point of view. However, you can go down in the tool of your video and then speed it up to make the video even faster if you like. Second, it's always useful to come back to the video whenever necessary, because you might forget what I just explained. And in order to revisit the video, make sure that you save the video for future reference. And third, go down in the description below and then click on the link in order to download the software. Unless you already have the software, that's fine. But if you don't have it, go down in the description below and then click the link in order to download the software to try it out by yourself. Best way to learn anything. And then if you like, and I'm more than happy to provide you the raw photo that I'm using for this video, so that you can practice it on your own. And that way, you will never forget any tools and you can actually learn a lot faster. Now, let's jump into the video. Enjoy photography.